Okay. Well, hello guys. Welcome to Intro to Figma. My name is Francis, and I will be teaching you how to use Figma and what Figma is. So if you guys haven't already, make sure to have an account on Figma, download the plugin on Iconify, you typing in Iconify, and make sure to keep that link in your browser. So this is what you'll be learning today. What is Figma, the learning objectives, researching, organizing research, mood board, wireframe, prototype, and then we'll create on Figma. So what is Figma exactly? It's a web-based design application where you could create all sorts of designs, wireframing, mobile app interface, prototype, making social media posts, and honestly, a little bit of everything. So our learning objective today is we'll be creating a sign-up page, and this idea is from the daily UI. So let me post, oops. So if you go here, you can become a better designer in 100 days. So if you add your email address here, you can get daily inspos and different design stuff you can do. So definitely check that out. I'll put it in the chat for you guys if you're interested. And moving on. So what is research, or how do you come up with great designs? So most people tend to think when you design, you just jump right to it. But beforehand, you should start researching and understanding who your audience is, what you're creating, and who is it for, and what your color scheme is going to be. And these are all important factors in order to communicate properly of what your design is and serve a great purpose for your design. So for today, our research is we're going to create a sign-up page, and our target audience is young adults. And specifically, we're going to be building for a website browser, and the company is an animal care service. So here is a mood board I created in advance. So what is a mood board? It's a series of visual elements to help you gain a better understanding of the direction you want to create. So as you can see, there's all sorts of different sign-up pages here. And it's just a good inspiration for you to come up with designs and go towards the direction you want to go towards. So what is a wireframe? It's a simple visual sketch and framework of an application you're trying to create. So it can be anything like websites, apps, mobile apps, honestly, anything. So here's a sketch I made for our wireframe. It's kind of quick and ugly, but this is what we're creating. And the company is called Pet Care. I just made it up. And yeah. So prototype, what is prototype? So it's basically a sample version of your final product that you're creating. And usually people use this for user testing and user research. And we have this because we want to test out these products that we're going to launch. And once we know that these products are good, we'll pass our final designs to the engineering team, and they will use this for development and actually launch it into the real world. So now I'm going to teach you how to create on Figma itself. So let's start off with creating a design file. Are you guys on the same page as me? Make sure to click design file. Yeah, so after creating the design file, you can create a frame. So click this hashtag looking button and click frame. And the first thing we're going to do is create a color palette. And then over here, there's a text, and you could just open this and type in color palette. Let me know if you guys are on the same page or if I'm going too fast. I'm going to increase the font size. Ooh, okay, that's too big. And I'm going to stretch this out so it's like this. Let me know when you have your text on the frame. And if you guys need me to redo that, let me know. Are we on the same page? Type yes in the chat for me or unmute. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. So now we're going to click this rectangle and click the arrow here, and we're going to make an ellipse. So we're going to make 5 circles. So in order to make it like a perfect circle, you have to click Shift and hold down your arrow while you're moving. If not, it's going to look like this, really weird. So make a circle and then make a small text underneath. And I'm going to change the font size, but it's going to be your hex code. Okay. So now we're going to copy paste this. So Command C, Command V, then move it to the side. Do the same thing again. And in total, we want 5 of these. So the reason why we're having a color palette is because it helps us bring color to our designs and really make everything look good. So this is why we're creating a color palette. Let me know when you guys have 5 circles. And if you need me to go over anything again, just let me know. You have your circles ready. So I don't know if you guys have this in chat, but we're basically going to be creating the style guide too. Also, don't copy and paste from that area. Make it on your own, because I know it's easy to just copy paste, but I want you guys to learn how to do it by yourself. So when you guys are done, I want you to go on this file and copy paste the hex code. So just go here and copy paste that into here. Oops, why is it so big? All right. Then after you copy paste the first one here, click on the circle, and on the side, you're going to see something called fill. And I want you guys to copy paste that hex code here. And then from there, I want you guys to click style, and then you're going to add a style. So we're going to call this yellow, and then you create this style. And then we're going to continue doing this with all the other colors. Yep. So continue doing that. Copy paste here. Click on this style button, the plus button, and then write hot pink. Let me know if I'm moving too fast or too slow or just right.
It's just right.
Okay. I named this one Midnight Blue and this one Lavender. And I have one more color to go. Let me know when you guys are done creating these so I can move on to the next thing. Thank you, BB, for writing that in the chat. Right, I'm going to assume, wait, is everyone done? Can I move on? Yes, okay. So now you can either copy paste color palette or create a new text box, but I'm going to copy paste it and then write typography on the bottom. And then I'm going to center it. So on the side, you'll see the center, text align center, and I'm gonna move it to the middle. I'm gonna do the same for color palette. All right, now we're going to talk about the typography. So specifically, we're going to use the font Mata and Enriqueta. So I'm going to type A, one capital A and one lowercase a, and then highlight this. And then on the text box, search up Mata, M-A-D-A, and then enter. So now your font is Mata instead of the Roboto. And afterwards, I want you guys to copy paste that, the A, and then underneath, just write Mata. And you guys can make the font smaller. So I made it size 10. I'm going to align it right underneath the A. And then after that, I'm going to copy Mata, paste that, and then write semi-bold. So I just realized I didn't make it semi-bold, but from here, you'll see it says regular, but when you click on it, there's all these different names, extra light to make it a lighter text, but we're doing semi-bold today. So make sure everything says semi-bold. smaller. And for the semi-bold one, I'm going to make it a light gray color. So when you click style, you can click on the light gray that we had previously. I'll say semi-bold. Then afterwards, I'm going to create another text box. And we're basically going to write the letters of the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, S, T, X, Y, Z, and then you're going to write all the numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. So the reason why we do this is honestly because this is our style guide, and it just shows a visual aspect of the typography we're going to be using for our design today. And this is a pretty normal standard in the design world, where if you have a branding, you'll see something called style guide, and you have to follow the style guides and of course the font choice and color. So this is why we have this. So I'm going to make this smaller. And then move it to the middle. Let me know when you guys have this. So as you can see, I don't have much room left here. So what I want you guys to do if you're in the same situation as me is click frame, and over here you can adjust the size. So you can make it longer, wider, whatever you want. So I'm going to make it a little bit longer so I can put another type choice. So I'm going to copy paste this, Command C, Command V. And now I'm going to change it to Enriqueta. So ENRIQUETA. And then change the font as well here. And write Enriqueta. So for this one, we're actually not going to use semi-bold. We're going to use regular. So instead of semi-bold, we write regular. I'm going to move this down just so it's more even out. But when you guys are moving this, you'll notice a red line, but it basically tells you when it's centered and how far apart it is from other text boxes. Let me know when you guys are all on the same page. You're caught up? Okay, great. So something else I'm going to teach you is you're going to create something called a frame. So if you click Shift A while you click the text box, it's going to create a frame. So the purpose of this is just to align everything. And yeah, so if you want, you can click typography and then Shift A, and then you'll see something called auto layout on this side. So I want you guys to do that for everything. So Shift A. So as you can see, when you Shift A, it aligns everything to the side. So don't do that, I don't want that. So just do it for the text. So did everyone understand how to do Shift A to get the frames?
Yes, sounds good.
Yes, okay. Now I'm going to move on and we are going to create a desktop. So click frame again up here and let's click MacBook Pro 14. And I'm going to drag it underneath. So the first thing I want to do is create the color of our background. So I'm going to change this back to rectangle and oops, not that. I'm going to stretch out the box. And after you stretch out the box, make sure to click on fill and change the color to lavender. Okay, lavender. Actually, not lavender. It's too dark. Light gray. Let's change it to light gray. So this is going to be our desktop background color. And now I want you guys to take out a text and write here in caps. And I want you guys to increase the font size to 24 looks too small. Let's do 36. And I'm going to change the color to yellow. And after you do that, we are going to create a button. So let's drag out a text. And I'm going to write sign. So for this one, I want the typography to be Enriqueta, just so that's a little bit different. So when you create this, I want you guys to Shift A. So now it's auto aligned. And next, you're going to create fill. So click this fill button and we're going to change the color to yellow. So it's going to look like this. And then afterwards, I want you guys to click stroke. It's on the side. So click this plus button and we're going to change this to yellow as well. Yellow. Oh wait, that was the text. So for the text color, I don't want it to be this black color. So we're going to change it to midnight blue. So this is how our sign up button looks like for now. But as you can see, it kind of looks weird, right? Like you don't really want it to be fully with this 90-degree angle. So when you click on this, make sure to go over here. It's a corner radius and we're going to change it to 10. So now it's more circular and it looks better in my opinion. Let me know if this was too fast or if you guys caught up. But that's basically how you create a button on Figma.
Awesome. Yeah, I think I got it.
Okay, great. After that, we're going to create a login button. So you can do the same thing again. Drag out a text, write log in. And then you're going to do Shift A to make sure it's center aligned and have auto layout. And then now we're going to create fill. And This time I'm going to make this fill a midnight blue color, and the stroke is going to be yellow this time. And then like before, we're going to change the corner radius to 10. And the text color is going to be yellow. So now you guys should have something that looks like this. So I realized I don't really like the font Enriqueta, so I'm gonna just change it back to Motto. Doesn't look good on these buttons. So after you guys have this, we're going to create the home, who we are, and contact us. So you can write, make a box, home, and then make sure to shift A, click out, and then shift A. So now you'll see this box, and then I'm going to command C, command B this, who we are, and contact us. So I'm going to move it to the side a little bit. Oops. Oh no, thank you. Let me redo that. Contact us. Now I'm going to click shift and then select all of these and change the color to yellow. Not like that. Just the text. So in the selection colors, you can change it to yellow. And I'm going to move them a bit. Then afterwards, I am going to create another rectangle. So it's going to be our navigation bar basically. But I'm going to drag this out and change the color to midnight blue. And as you can see, it's obviously blocking our text right now. So if you look on the left side, you can just drag this down so that everything else pops up. I'm going to make this in the center so it looks better. So now we have our navigation bar. Let me know when you guys are on the same page so I can move on to the next step. Yeah, you can watch the recording later. I believe Afshana is recording it right now, so you'll have access to it. No problem. Let me know when you guys are done with this. So in order to make this the side on the left a bit more organized, I'm just going to select everything in the navigation bar, right click, and I'm going to group this selection just so that it's organized here. I'm going to write nav bar. Is everyone caught up, or do you need me to go over anything again? Almost caught up? Okay. Let me know if you need any help. Rectangle? Yeah, so on the side, it's probably on the top right now. So make sure to drag it beneath the text so that it pops out. You need help getting started. Oh, okay, thanks, Sadia. Yep, no problem. But yeah, make sure they have the link to this so they have access. I could just copy paste this. Did everyone else create the navigation bar? Yeah, okay, great. So before I told you guys to download the plugin Iconify, and the reason is because we're going to use icons in our that's our wireframe. So if you click on the side, there's this thing called plugins. So click on the Figma logo and then click plugins. And then on the side, you'll see something called Iconify if you downloaded it. And we're basically going to get our logo from here for the pet care. So search an icon and search a paw. So from here, I'm going to use this one, but you can use any paw you want just so that it goes with our branding. And make sure the height is 100 and import as component. And then you'll have to X out the screen and it's going to pop up on the side of your desktop. So make sure to drag it into your frame so that it appears on your desktop. Design file, or else it's going to be hovering like on the outside like this. So make sure to drag it in. And I'm going to make this smaller. I'm holding shift so that it's exactly equal. And I'm going to change the color to yellow. Let me know when you get the paw or if you guys need me to repeat like how to get this paw. Did everyone get this paw? Yeah, you have the paw. Okay, great. So we're going to go back to Iconify, and this time we're going to search up animal. So we're basically going to copy paste a whole bunch of different animals together into our desktop because that's going to be our background image basically. Usually other people would like design their own what's it called, image or something, or draw on Illustrator, but we don't have time for that. So we're going to be using Iconify. So click on this arrow check button so you can select multiple. And I'm going to just select a multiple of different animals. Let's get bunny, a chicken, this cat. I think this is a goat. But yeah, just select several and then import them as components. And it's probably going to all line up on the side like this. And afterwards, I want you guys to bring it into the desktop again, or MacBook Pro. And now you guys can just align it anywhere you want, basically. So, oh wait, what is this paw here? I don't want that one. I'm going to move the cat here. So in order to flip the dog, you could right click and see it says flip horizontal or vertical, or you could just shift H or shift V. So let's move this here, this bunny here. And in order to rotate it, when you move your arrow to the side, you'll see a curved arrow and you could just rotate it like this. I'm gonna rotate this turtle. Chicken here. And after you align the animals where you want, I want you to select all of it. So you can select all of it, but then click shift and then deselect the background. So you're only selecting these animals. And I'm going to change the color. So I'm going to put it at midnight blue for now. But after you click midnight blue, I want you guys to click this. So it's to detach the style. And we're going to make the color 60% of that color. So it's going to be a bit lighter than the midnight blue. And I am going to copy the selection and basically paste it next to each other. So it's going to be a pattern of animals, basically. Wait. Here. Copy, paste that again, just so that there's more patterns. Let me paste some over here. I'm going to move some stuff around so it doesn't look empty. But yeah, basically just make your pattern and let me know when you guys are done. Oops. If anyone needs me to redo the background, just let me know. And on the side, you're going to see a whole bunch of animals and, you know, so I recommend you selecting the bottom one above navigation bar and then click shift and then click the top part and then click the right side and create a group just so that it's not so messy. And I'm going to write animal pattern. Also, make sure to bring this underneath the navigation bar or else it's going to like appear on top of the yellow text. Here. I'm going to rename this background color. But let me know when you guys are on the same page as me or if you need any help. And I just realized my logo is gone. Where did my, oh, I wonder. So my logo went missing. Where is it? Okay, so it's not in the right area. So I'm going to take it out of here. Move this back up. And I'm going to move this into the navigation bar so it just pops up on top. Was everyone able to create their pattern of animals? You can unmute or type in the chat. Yes, you got it. Okay, great. So now we want to create our sign up page. So I'm going to create a rectangle. And I'm going to make this white. So the font, the color for white is FFFFF for the hex code, but you can also click on this square and then just change the color to white and move this. And I'm going to make the sides rounder, put it to 20. Afterwards, I am going to create the text. So the text is going to be sign up for pet care. And I don't want this to be Mata anymore. It's going to be Enriqueta. So change the text font. And it's going to be regular. Actually, for this one, I think semi-bold is fine. And make sure to shift A so that it's sent an auto layout. And I want you guys to change the color to midnight. And now I am going to create the area where people can type in stuff, but it's just going to be a visual thing, like you can't actually type it in. So I'm going to make the fill white. So a shortcut is if you click here, you'll see your recent colors. So I have a white box here and make sure to create a stroke. So add it and I'm going to make it a little bit rounded. think 5 is good. And make the color of the stroke midnight blue. And I'm going to copy paste this 3 times. So in total, you'll have 3 different text box or an area where you can type in text. And from there, I'm going to create another text. And when you sign up, you'll see write your full name, email address, and password. So I am going to write that right now. And I'm going to change the font size and make the text regular. So let's make it 18. Full name. And make sure to make this color midnight blue. And copy paste that and just change it to email address and then password. And afterwards, we need to create a button on the bottom called create account. So I'm going to do the long process just so you guys can see how to do it again, but you can also copy paste the sign up. So create account and then click out and shift A and add a fill, which is going to be yellow. And the reason why I chose the yellow color is because, as you can see, the yellow is a call to action. So colors really matter. If you look in my file, I feel like the first color palette I used, it didn't really look that good. So that's why I changed it. And afterwards, I'm gonna change this to size 10 radius. And make sure the text is midnight blue. And it's a bit small, so I'm going to just, no, it's fine. So I realize it messes it up, so I'm going to change the font. 24. Let me know when you guys get up to this part. And once you're up to this part, you got your sign up page. And yeah, I'm going to name this sign up page. So you could double click and sign up. Just so I'm organized. And for this frame, I'm going to change it to style guide. Is everyone caught up? Or was I going too fast? Let me know in the chat or unmute yourself. You're caught up now? Okay. What about everyone else? Yeah, you're caught up. Okay, great. So after this, we're going to basically copy paste this. Oh wait, before that, make sure to group this area, the sign up area. So I'm going to go to the side and select everything there and create a group just so that's organized like before. Let's label it sign up. And after you do that, make sure to click over here or over here. And I want you guys to Command C and Command V. And we're going to create a login page. So it's basically going to be the same thing, but now we need to change the login button to this color and the sign up button to this color. So in order to do so, we want to change the midnight color background to yellow. This, no, that. Oh, wait. Actually, I recommend doing, wait. I recommend selecting the text. That's what I recommend. I get confused of what like I'm touching and make this yellow. Now this one's the call to action and we need to change this to what it was for login. So make sure to change this. And then the text needs to be yellow. So I recommend selecting it and then changing it. And change this to sign in for pet care. And when you sign in, obviously you don't need your full name. So all we need is email address, oops, and password. So I'm going to delete full name and move this down. And whenever you sign in, there's always a button for forget your password. So I'm going to copy paste the password button. Text, right? Forgot your password. And you could align it to the left. Right. And then I'm going to make it a lavender color, just so that's a bit different. And after that, I'm going to select everything here and just align it to the middle so it looks even. And, oh wait, not sign in, log in. Log. And once you do that, you'll have your login page. And voila, we have our login and sign up. I'm going to change this to login. Let me know when you guys got up to this part because I'll be teaching you how to prototype. So the reason why a lot of people use Figma is because if you look on the side, there's this thing called inspect. And basically it has a lot of CSS properties and it makes it easy for engineers to just look into the file and know what they need to code. So it just helps everyone. Chat, you gotta run. Okay, no problem. Bye, Kayla. Is everyone up to the login page? I'm not sure, but we will have it up and we'll let you know. But if you have any questions, let me know. I can answer it right now. Probably later today. So we'll let you know in the Discord when it's up. Yep. You missed the first part. While everyone else is doing this, I can quickly go over the first part. So the first thing we did was create a frame. And we chose MacBook Pro 14. Okay, you're caught up. After that, we created a rectangle for the background. And oh, you missed the first part. That means you missed here. So basically we created a color palette. And you probably didn't do this yet, but you need to basically click detach style and then add, and then write yellow and create your color palette in the color styles, just so that it's easier for you later on when we select different colors. A link to join Discord. Yeah, can you guys send that to them? And basically what we did in the beginning was we selected the rectangle and this arrow button and created Eclipse and created different circles. So in order to make a perfect circle, you have to click Shift and hold down and then paste. And we basically just use this file to copy paste the hex code and created this. You guys can always refer back to the recording. So is everyone else ready for prototyping? Does anyone else have any other questions? Specific? Let me know if you guys finished the login page. Right, yes, in the chat, please. I don't know if you guys finished. Yes, okay. All right, so to prototype, on the side, you'll see this thing called prototype. So click that. And currently it says there's no device, right? So we are going to click MacBook Pro 14. So now you'll see this MacBook Pro. And in order to prototype, click sign up and specifically double click on this sign up thing and you'll see a small button and you can basically drag this button and bring it to the login page. Oh wait, I did that wrong, not sign up. Click the login and then drag it to the login page. Because when you click login, it's going to bring you to this page. And on the side, you're going to see all these different things, on tap, on drag. So on drag is basically when you're like dragging your phone or something, it'll move, or when you're just hovering over, it'll move. But for our case, we just need to tap on it and it'll navigate to that page. And do the same thing. So for sign up, double click and drag this over here and make sure it's on tap and navigate to. So what you guys just did was prototyping. So if you guys look at over here, it's this present button, but once you click it, it will bring you to a new page and you can actually interact with this. So when you click login, it will bring you to login. Sign up, sign up. So there you go. That's your first design file on Figma. And there's a lot more stuff you can do. And this is just a beginning tutorial, so definitely check out other stuff you can do for Figma. Yeah, prototype's fun. So in terms of prototyping, it can get really, really confusing. So that's why people need user flows. So user flows basically help guide and navigate what exactly you're doing on the application. So as you can see, this one says entry, welcome, select task, and user flows just help you better understand what exactly you're creating. And the best example I can give is one of my previous designs. Let me find it. So in one of my design classes, we created this large file and load. As you can see, there's all these different like screens for an app, but once you click prototype, look at how messy this is. So definitely use user flows to better understand where you want your user to navigate towards. Yeah, super crazy. My favorite part. I think prototyping is the best. Like after I have my designs ready and I can actually use, like try to use the application I created, I think that's fun. Yeah. But let me know if you have any other questions. And let me see. That's basically it for today's lesson, or I mean, my workshop. So yeah, no problem. How likely is it for a program to look 100% like Figma prototype? So sometimes it doesn't always look like your Figma prototype. It really depends on the software engineer and if you did things properly. Yeah, no problem. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And definitely check out our QC page, QC Resolve and Girls Who Code page. And let me know if you have any other questions. And keep in touch.